Hello, welcome back to my kitchen with my lovely friend Alice, who is staying with us from Kenya. And Alice is an amazing cook and chef and has her first book of wellbeing recipes coming out soon.
I do, it's very exciting.
So exciting, so we will be talking about it in the future. But for now, I thought, you know what, when you've got a professional cook in the house, you've just got to cook something together. So this, yeah, completely. This is from the May-June issue of Liz Earle Wellbeing magazine. And it's the almond, coconut and berry shortcakes with dark chocolate. And we've already had great reviews for these. They are absolutely delicious to make. So if you've got any summer picnics coming on, you just want something that's a little bit lighter because they have no refined sugar. We've used stevia instead of sugar in the recipe, which means cutting it down by about 1/3. So that's the quantity. So this is it, isn't it?
Yes, that's it. And you know, everyone's different. Some people like it sweeter, some people don't, but usually cutting it down by 1/3 works well.
Yeah, so about 1/3 of what you would normally use sugar. And in fact, this has no calories either. So it's a really good sugar substitute. That's my coffee machine going off in the background. So shall we do the mixing together of the ingredients here?
Yes.
Because we're going to use butter.
Exactly. So, and if you don't want to use butter to make it dairy free, you can use Flora. That also works. So what we want to do first, as if you're making a normal cake, you want to cream the butter and the sugar.
Okay,
So
we've got butter and stevia.
yeah, so butter and
going
stevia.
on here.
So we put that in, and then you can use an electric whisk, but we're gonna.
That's actually so hot in this kitchen at the moment that actually you don't need to, do you? You can just mix it in together.
And you just want to mix it together until it sort of becomes light and fluffy.
So just like you would do with normal sugar.
Exactly,
actually.
just like you would normally do with butter and caster sugar.
Yeah. And then we're going to use 2 organic eggs and a tablespoon of almond extract. So these are quite nutty. You know, if you like that almondy, almost macaroni taste, then this is really good because you've got the almond extract, you've got the coconut as well. So it's, I love them actually. I think they're a real winner.
And all dipped in chocolate at the end.
Oh, dipped in chocolate. Dark chocolate. That's really good for us. Okay, so you've creamed that. So next we need the whisking in the eggs.
Exactly, so we add 1 egg at a time. Okay, and then we'll use the whisk for that.
Okay, great.
And just 1 egg at a time, and when it becomes smooth, then you can add the next one.
Because you spend quite a lot of time, don't you, in Kenya, actually training other chefs and cooks in camps on safari?
Exactly. In different lodges and camps, I teach them sort of more modern, healthier ways of cooking. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I get to go see the country.
Yeah, my goodness, permanently kind of on safari. But it must be quite challenging because, I mean, I've obviously spent a lot of time in Kenya, got family there, I've got a home there. And you know, when you're on safari, when you're in the bush, and safari just means journey. It's the key Swahili word for journey. So you can be going on safari, you know, you could be going on a journey to see some friends. But when you are out in literally the wilderness, or you're sleeping under canvas, and sometimes you may only have a cooker kind of attached to the back of a Land Rover or something, and you've got to take everything with you, and you've got to be very adaptive, because I'm sure you've had moments where you've kind of got somewhere and thought, oh, I forgot to pack the crucial thing.
There was one time I had to teach a chef how to bake cakes without measuring cups or measuring scales on a outside oven which was on a tilt, which the only way to regulate the temperature was by opening and closing the door. So
it's either hot or cold.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I love that kind of the way that you adapt. And in fact, I always say, you know, my followers here on YouTube, when they're watching recipes, will know, especially when I started doing this during lockdown, you couldn't get half the ingredients. You know, you don't have to be too prescriptive. Actually, you know, you can chop and change, can't you? You don't need to panic. You can adapt. If something doesn't quite work, then you can add a little bit of this, or you can rescue it with something of that, or you can change the herbs around, or change the ingredients.
You can get creative.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your book.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it to come out.
Yeah, it's got a lot of Kenyan ingredients in it.
It's got, it's actually Northern Hemisphere, sort of UK seasonal food and ingredients, but it's a lot of sort of Asian influences and African influences, like a lot of tamarind.
I love tamarind.
Some miso from Asia, and it's a sort of a fusion of food, but all very healthy.
Great.
Yeah.
Can't wait. That will be right up our street, as we say. Okay, so you put that in, and then what are you going to do? Then you're going to mix in, you've got the almond extract.
Yes, so a tablespoon of that.
Great. So that's a really nice natural almond extract.
Yep. Tablespoon of that to keep mixing.
And then we've got almond flour, which is essentially just kind of ground almonds.
Exactly. So actually, I used flaked almonds and I just blended them.
Okay.
So you can just get blanched or flaked almonds. You can blend them, or you can get actual ground almonds themselves.
It's actually quite good value, almond flour, because it tends to be cheaper. You tend to buy it in bigger bags rather than getting those little tiny packets of ground almonds.
Exactly.
You know, you can get like a half kilo or a kilo of almond flour and actually just use it like you would ground almonds.
It goes a long way, actually. Okay, and then
So you're adding that. So this is also gluten-free then?
This is all gluten-free, and I actually love using ground almonds because it actually has a much more gooey, softer texture.
Nice.
So yeah, I love using it.
High in protein.
High in protein, exactly, and healthy fats.
Yep.
Okay, so now we just pour that in.
Lots of vitamin E.
Exactly.
A lot of people actually who do keto or high carb, low fat, low sugar use a lot of almond flour.
Exactly.
You know, make cakes and things with it because you're really cutting down the carb content.
Exactly. And it just tastes so good.
I love these. I mean, these are so delicious that actually when you taste them or if you serve them to other people, they're not going to realise that they are, you know, free of refined sugars and high in healthy fats and gluten-free and dairy-free. Well, actually, you've got the butter, but you said you could use a butter substitute.
Exactly.
If you wanted to.
You can even use coconut oil.
Nice. Yeah, that would be a good option actually if you wanted to make it even nuttier.
Exactly. But yeah, almonds and nuts in general are so important for the diet.
Yeah.
So get them in.
Said. So should we pop those? So you've got a greased.
Got a greased muffin tin.
Little muffin tin.
So you can use a piping bag, or we're going to use just a couple of spoons.
All the details, by the way, are in the link below, as always, and you'll find the recipe on lizearlewellbeing.com. And in fact, if you've got your magazine, you will find it on page 90. Or if you are reading it on Readly, which is the digital app that you can get all the magazines and all the back issues as well. So if you're watching this later on and you're thinking, oh, that magazine's not in print anymore, you can get all the back issues on the download from Readly. I think they've got the last of 3 years worth of magazines, so there's loads to scroll through. And once you sign up to Readly, that's it. You don't pay anymore. You can just access literally hundreds, if not thousands of magazines and all the back issues. So it's a really good app to have.
Fantastic,
actually. Yeah, I like it a lot. It'd be very good for you in Kenya when you're travelling.
Yeah, exactly.
You haven't got access to all these things.
Exactly. No, it's fantastic because you can read whatever you want, whenever you want.
Yeah, and for recipes, you know, you can download like all the Australian food magazines. I love all that. I did a podcast not that long ago with Donna Hay.
Oh, I love that.
Do you know? She's got a great magazine. And we were talking about lots of different seasonal recipes. I've got some of her books as well.
Delicious. Yeah, and that's the thing is, especially in Kenya, you know, it's quite difficult to get inspiration when you're in the middle of nowhere. So having like an app that you can show immediately. Yeah,
you don't have a newsagent that you can just nip out to.
Yeah, exactly.
Buy the latest copy of.
Exactly.
Well, you can't get Liz Earle Wellbeing actually in the newsagents anymore because we're on subscription, but all the other foodie magazines. Okay, so excellent. So just to recap on this is going to go into an oven. It's 180, so that's 350 degrees Fahrenheit or gas mark 4. So that's kind of like a medium hot oven. Do you want me to put that in?
Firstly, we have to put raspberries in about half of them. Okay. So you just take a raspberry and you just press it into the middle.
Oh, look at that! That just looks so fun.
Yeah. That's a nice colour and flavour.
Nice to vary it up actually so that you've got some...
Would you like to do?
I will do one. There you go. That's my contribution in my own kitchen. Great, that's it. So I'll pop those over here. Now, of course, we have got some that we prepared earlier. So let me bring those out. And yeah, you can see here how the raspberries have cooked. And the little muffiny thing has just sort of baked around it. So how are we going to decorate these?
So we have some melted chocolate over here.
Great, so that's the healthy dark chocolate.
Healthy dark chocolate, dairy-free, over 70%. Then we've got some sliced strawberries and some desiccated coconuts.
Great, so we're going to do them like that. Do you want to bring those finished ones over? So what did you do? Did you spoon the chocolate on, or did you pick them up and dip them?
I pick them up and dip them. So
Okay.
you just pick it up, turn it upside down.
Okay, so let's try that. I'm going to dip that into that dark chocolate. And this is literally just the dark chocolate, isn't it? You haven't added any butter
Nothing
or
else.
anything. Just
Exactly. Just
literally
dark
melted.
chocolate.
Look at that. And
Yum.
then what? And then,
And then you
a
place
few
it-
sprinkles, do you think?
Yep, you can add a few sprinkles. What I did is
Get a spoon.
I put a couple of strawberry flakes on top first,
Mm-hmm.
like this, and then I did a little sprinkle.
A little sprinkle.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow. Excellent. And the same for these as
Same
well.
for
So
those.
even the ones with the little raspberries.
Yeah, for those I just
Yeah.
added just a desiccated coconut without the strawberry, but
Oh,
obviously
of course, yeah, because it's already got the fruit in it. Well, you see, that's a
Exactly.
hidden surprise for somebody, isn't it? In
exactly.
there, because they're going to bite into that and find the raspberry
Beautiful.
inside. So pretty. I'll just do one last one. And I might actually have to eat one. And they are, just so that we don't let the others burn. These are going to cook.
So
for,
it's 35 minutes for regular muffin tins, but if it's a bit smaller, these ones actually took 25. So it just depends.
Yeah, on the size of your tin. Actually, they make really nice little mini ones.
Yeah,
and they
exactly.
little kind of bite size.
Mm.
Okay, so that one needs to have a few of the sliced strawberries. You arrange them so beautifully. I'll do it like that. Oops. There we go. And a little sprinkling of. There you go.
Delish.
Look, absolutely delicious, and I think very much as they look in the magazine, if not even better. Well done, Alice.
Well
That's
done.
great.
Well done for the recipe.
Very happy to be a sous chef. If you make them, leave us a comment. Let us know below how you get on. But they are super delicious, and I hope you and your family love them. See you next time.